Hello guys, I'm back with another video of Computer Fundamentals series. In this video, we will see types of software. So, without any delay, let us start. So, first of all, let us understand what is software and what is hardware. Set of computer programs, or we can say the sequence of instructions to perform a particular task, is known as a software. It is an intangible part of the computer. The word intangible means untouchable. This means the software cannot be touched. Software enables the user to interact with the computer. If I name some software, it would be clear what the software is. The examples are Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Windows, Android, etc. Now let us talk about hardware. Hardware is the tangible part of the computer. This means that the components of the computer can be touched. For example, keyboard, display screen, mouse, processor or CPU, etc. can be touched. The processor executes the instructions which are given by the software. Classification of softwares. Software can be classified into two types: application software and system software. System software can be further classified into four types: operating system, language processors, device drivers, and utility software. Before discussing the types of software, let us see the hardware and software interface. User gives command to the application software. The application software further gives the same instructions to the system software. System software gives the instructions to the processor, but the instructions given to the CPU are given in the form of machine language, which consists of binary digits, so called in the form of bits which are 0 and 1. The processor executes these instructions. After executing these instructions, CPU sends the output to the system software, and the system software sends this output to the application software, and hence it is displayed to the user through application software. This seems to be very lengthy process, but it's true. Because of the huge speed of computer, we get the output with a blink of an eye. Now let us see what is application software. So, application software is designed for the users to perform some specific tasks like watching movie, listening to music, playing games, etc. Any software which is useful for the user, that means which performs the work and eases the work of user, is known as application software. Application software provides interface between the user and system software. This means users interact with system software via application software. Application software are also known as end user programs or productivity programs. This is because a desired output is obtained by the application software. Common types of application software are word processing software used for documentation like MS Word, Notepad, WordPad, PageMaker, etc. Spreadsheet software like MS Excel is used for organizing the data along with calculations to be performed on the data. Database software like MS Access, Oracle, used for maintaining the data in the form of tables. Graphic software like CorelDRAW, Photoshop, Illustrator, MS Paint are used to create the artwork and editing images. Animation software like Adobe After Effects, Adobe Character Animator, Maya are used for creating animated videos. Education software like Mathematica, Britannica, Fun School, SPSS, etc. are used for imparting education to students. Entertainment software like video games, cartooning, etc. are used for entertainment purpose. The list of application software is endless. Now comes the system software. System software is designed for running the computer hardware parts and hence used to run the computer system. System software is responsible for executing the computer programs by the CPU. System software acts as an interface between the user and application software. This means the commands of application software are executed by the hardware via system software. System software acts as messenger between the application software and the hardware System software translates the inputs received from other sources and convert them into the language which the machine or CPU can understand. That is, system software converts the commands received from various resources to machine language. More specifically, system software is used to control the operations and extend the processing capabilities of computer system. Common types of system software are operating system, language processor, device drivers, utility software. So, the first is operating system. Operating system is the system software which is an essential software for any computer or laptop or tablet or mobile phone. The operating system manages the computer hardware, software resources, and provides common services for computer programs. It controls the interaction of user with hardware through application software. Operating system manages all the computer resources. For example, memory resources management, process management, input and output resource management, file management, CPU time management. You must have heard about some of the operating system like Windows, Linux, Unix, DOS, iOS, Android, etc. Let us discuss the next category of system software, that is the device driver. It is essential to know that each hardware device attached to a computer must have a special software known as device driver. Example, we have drivers for printer, drivers for scanner, and many more. The device driver operates and controls the particular type of device attached to the computer. For example, the device driver of a printer operates and controls the working of printer. The device driver provides a software interface to hardware devices. This interface is to ease the working with the hardware component. All basic peripheral devices of a computer like mouse, keyboard have their drivers already available with most of operating systems. As an example, scanner, printer, webcam, sound cards, video adapters, etc. All these devices have their own software known as device driver of the respective devices. Let us see utility software. Utility software, as the name indicates, helps us to analyze, configure, optimize, or maintain a computer system. Some common types of utility softwares are network utilities, which analyze the computer's network connectivity, configure network settings, check data transfer, or log events. Then we have virus detection and recovery utilities. These are used for finding the virus in the computer and then helping to recover from these viruses. These types of utility software include antivirus like Norton, McAfee, AVG, Avast, etc. Then we have file defragmentation utility, which is used for compaction of data in the hard disk so as to speed up the hard disk. Then there is file compression utilities. These reduce the memory requirement of the files. Example, WinZip, WinRAR, 7zip, etc. Then there are backup utilities, which are used for backing up of folders, files, database, or complete disks. Let us come to language translators. Before we come to the details of language translators, first we must know that programming language is a sequence of instructions that instructs the computer to perform a particular operation. Example, C, C++, Fortran, Pascal, Java, PHP, etc. There are three generations of programming languages: machine language, assembly language, and high-level language. Let us see what these languages are. Machine language. Machine language is a language which can be easily understood by the computer. This language is almost impossible for humans to understand because they consist entirely of binary numbers, which is 0 or 1. For instance, binary form of character A is 01000001. Assembly language is also known as low-level language. It is symbolic representation of numeric machine codes. It is easier to use as compared to machine language because instead of binary digits, this language consists of symbols which are easy to remember. For example, mov. Mov means to move data from one location to another. Add. Add means to add two values. Now, the high-level language. High-level language resembles human language like English. So, this language is easy to use for human beings. Some examples of high-level language are VB, COBOL, Fortran, C, C++, etc. Okay, so only machine language code can be executed at CPU. Each computer program written in any programming language needs to be converted into machine language so as to execute it by the CPU. So who will convert the program to machine language? The answer is translator. Translator converts the program to machine language. Various translators are assemblers, compilers, and interpreters. Assembler is a translator software which translates assembly language program to machine language program. Compiler. Compiler converts whole program written in high-level language to machine language at once as a whole. Example, C compiler, C++ compiler, C hash, COBOL, Java, Fortran, Pascal, Logo. Interpreter. An interpreter is the translator which converts the program written in high-level language to machine-level language statement by statement. It executes each statement immediately before moving to the next line. Example, Ruby, Python, PHP. Now you would be confused in compiler and interpreter as it seems that they both have same function. So, a compiler converts the entire source code into executable machine code or CPU. This means the whole program at once will be converted into machine code, whereas the interpreter takes a source program and runs it line by line, translating each line as it comes to it. So it will be converting each line of the source code rather than the whole program. Compiler takes large time to analyze the entire source code, but the overall execution time of the program is comparatively fast. Interpreter takes less time to analyze the source, but the overall execution time of the program is slower. Compiler generates the error message only after scanning the whole program. So debugging is comparatively hard and error can be present anywhere in the program. Interpreter's debugging is easier as it continues translating the program until the error is met. Once it encounters the error, it stops translating the next program lines. The examples of compiler are C, C++, Java, etc. And the examples of interpreters are Python, Ruby, PHP, etc. Now let us come to the two terms, custom software and COTS software. Custom software is also known as bespoke or tailor-made software. These softwares are developed for some specific organizations to perform some specific tasks related to the organization. Custom software accommodates the customer's preferences, expectations, and needs. The cost of these customized software is very high because they are developed for a particular organization. COTS software are commercialized off-the-shelf software. These are developed for mass market. This means these software are common types of applications. For example, MS Word, Excel, Photoshop, etc. The cost of COTS is much lesser as compared to custom software. Thank you guys for watching my video. Our next upcoming topic is operating system. Do watch that, it would be an interesting topic. Thank you guys for watching my video. Like my video, share my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you.